It's Benedictum right here on your Classic Metal Show with Bang. Speaking of Bang,
that song fucking destroys, man.
I love that song.
I love that, dude. That is
just for the fact that Veronica sings a song that just says bang in it.
Bang, and all you can think of is those big titties bouncing around while she's screaming it out. I have not had the chance to see Benedictum yet, have you?
I have not either, and I know that they were going to play in the Chicago area, and I was going to go, and something didn't happen. I don't know, but I got to go see her because I am, after all, the future Mr. V.
Right. I do like her, man. It's funny. We go back and forth with these bands, these chick bands, and I've been on record pretty much as saying I do like that band Hailstorm right now.
Sure.
And you're like, nah, Hailstorm don't hold a candle to Benedictum. And I got to say, after hearing that song again, I hadn't heard it in a while. It's like, I might have to start leaning back the other way again.
She can belt out a tune, though, man.
They fucking rule, dude. The whole band, not just her, but I mean, she's fantastic. And super nice, too, which makes it all the better. Is that, every time we've talked to her, both on the air and when we've negotiated shit off the air and just, talking, she's a super, super nice lady.
And she always sends her emails with, hi, love,
yeah,
or hi, doll.
I know. It's like, don't do this to me.
It's like, really?
Don't tease me.
Stop it.
Yeah, don't tease me. Please me.
Right.
To quote the great philosopher's Dangerous Toys.
Sure. Sure.
Or the Scorpions. Didn't they do a song that tease me?
Yeah, tease me, please me, right?
Yeah. Nice.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, speaking of teasing and pleasing.
Yes.
You, being newly single and out there on a tear as of late.
Yes, I have.
You apparently had another fun-filled week at the old Aiken residence.
Yes, it's been quite a... I would say a 2-week swing, because between the Super Bowl party that really was out of control and the week before that led into the mood that put me into the drinking mood, on Super Bowl Sunday because of yet another one that I lost because of the CMS.
Right.
It's just been chaos over here, dude. It has been a whirlwind of activity.
Well, let's just make it straight.
Right.
Most, not all, but most chicks,
yeah,
they don't dig the CMS.
Nope, they certainly do not.
It's not a female friendly show if you're uptight.
Yeah. No, if you have just standard what is politically correct, ideas in your head, you will hate us.
Right.
And that's fine. Don't listen. It's all good with us.
Sure. Well, where do you want to go with the adventures of Chris-Akin? How do we want to start this?
I can frame this up. Why don't I frame it up and then we can do what we do best. We can do the read, and you can be her and I'll be me.
Sure.
Well, here's the deal. A couple weeks ago, I actually broke one of my vows that I made on the show as well as off, which was to try the online dating thing. And I did so because I'm just not out of my house enough, with working in the house and whatnot. I'm just not out of the house enough to meet people. And that being said, you and a bunch of other people in my life have told me that I'm crazy and that I'm serial dating.
Well, that's what I call it.
Because, and I don't know if I am or not, but I've been out with about 15 chicks.
All right, well, that would be considered serial dating.
Yeah.
Especially in the short time frame we're talking here.
Yeah, because we're only talking really since September. I mean, I broke up in June, but I didn't do anything until I went to Atlantic City.
Right.
So from September until now, about 15 chicks.
Okay. So
I've been out a lot. And, it's been, for me, I don't feel like, until I find somebody that I actually start hanging with and dig, I don't feel like I'm out there enough, I guess. Okay. I don't know how much more I could possibly be out, but, I'm just not finding what I'm looking for, I guess.
And what are you looking for, Mr. Aiken?
I don't know, just somebody that's cool, somebody to hang with, somebody that's not my ex. Honestly, I mean, and again, I ain't slamming her. She is what she is, and she is not what I need. And what I need is just a cool chick.
Okay.
and that's what I need is a cool chick to, doesn't even have to be like a girlfriend thing. Like as an example, I hung with my friend Stephanie last night, today.
Mm-hmm.
Had a great time. Just
Sure.
hanging, it wasn't any romantic type thing or nothing. It was just fucking a cool hang, with a lot of liquor involved.
Okay.
And
Not liquor and poker, just liquor.
no poking.
Okay.
No poking, and actually no licking, just liquor.
Right.
But no, it was just a fun time, and that's what I need. I need a chick. I need a chick that can give me the fun time as well as some head every now and again. I guess.
So basically, you're going back to the old John Mellencamp song of "I need a lover who won't drive me crazy."
Yeah, well, I'm trying to find that.
Yeah. Okay. Good luck.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm trying.
Go ahead.
So I met this girl online. This girl Cindy, nice enough girl, cute little girl. Which was fucking Beauty and the Beast-ish for me, because she's like 5'2", 120 pounds.
Little petite gal.
Yeah, little small girl.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, and to me, a fucking massive behemoth. It's
Right.
But bottom line is we went out on a date, kind of hit it off, definitely sort of started to have a little bit of chemistry on the first date type thing. So we started talking, during the week and texting, and, that went the way that always goes, where it's, it starts leading into, a better thing. And, I started feeling a vibe, and that all by itself is kind of new.
Sure.
And then it got a little bit into, what you do on your texting now.
Before you get too involved in this story,
yeah,
let me throw the caution flag out there.
Okay.
You're getting into MOL territory where the you-knows are coming into play here.
What do you mean I'm saying a lot?
Yeah, you're saying it too much.
All right, then I'll stop.
You're getting into MOL territory now.
Oh, Jesus. Well, let me stop that.
Okay, go ahead.
During the week, I'm texting her, and we're texting back and forth, and it gets a little dirty, as texting sort of does.
Wow, look at you.
Dude, are you going to say you never do that?
No, I'm just saying that for the very short amount of time and being that familiar with somebody, in a week.
Well, yeah, but I'm a dirty guy. and as a dirty guy, there I go again. I throw the
innuendo out there.
Yeah, I do.
Sure.
I throw out, the little line here and there, and if she plays back, then I take it a little further, and there's nobody going to go further than me.
Right.
So it just sort of happens that way.
So you won't let a girl out drink you, and you won't let a girl out sext you.
Absolutely not. Out anything me. I'm like Eddie Money. I won't lose.
Right. Go ahead.
So during the week, we got to talking, and one of the things that I liked about this girl is that she is into the guns. And I'm obviously way into the guns right now.
Okay.
So I said to her, why don't we go out for a second date? We'll go out to the range. And I've got a couple of these guns, and we'll shoot the guns.
Sure.
So we agreed to do that. And we went out and we shot the guns, And I can't stop doing it now. So we go out, we shoot the guns, we have a good time. She decides to take me back to her place.
Right.
For lunch, so to speak.
Okay.
So I give her some lunch.
Oh, you gave her some lunch. I thought you said you took her back. She took you back to her place.
All right, that was my innuendo.
Oh, gotcha.
I gave her something to eat.
Right.
Okay, is that better?
Right. Some Chris-akin cold cut.
That's right, a little hot dog, extra sauce.
Right.
So that happened, and that was fun, and we had a really, really good time. And for a second date, that was very pleasant. Getting blown on the second date is good.
It's Dirt Talk says tube steak smothered in underwear.
That's right. Well, that's kind of what happened, Nice little blowjob to settle things out.
Reseda Country Club, baby, that ain't no pistol. That's my love gun.
Long story short, we had a really good time.
Okay, great.
That was Saturday afternoon.
Sure.
Or Saturday morning that led into the afternoon.
Right.
And then I do the show that night, last
Saturday.
When I was quite cranked up, as was
Right.
very clear.
You had a few drinks in you. You were ready to do the show. You were ready to rock.
I was very amped. I was in a great mood. Did the show. Thought we did a great show.
I thought we did a good show. I listened to it on the Spreaker.
Yeah. Well, I said some things last week that were pretty stark directly at the ladies.
Okay.
Specifically, I thought, which was horrible, was the something about you're nothing more than what, a vagina with a bag of meat around it.
No, well, you basically said you were a bag of meat that keeps the vagina alive. Is basically what you said.
Something harsh like that.
Yeah, you were being very crass.
But I was being silly purposely. There was nobody who thought I was being real about that.
Sure.
And we also talked about something that she said to me when we were on the date.
Right.
About where she asked me if we got more serious, if I would buy her one of those guns.
Right. You said she would, if you would get her a gun.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So she took no offense to the, vag with a bag of meat stuff.
Right.
She listened to the show live.
Okay.
Didn't take offense to that, but was highly offended about talking about me getting her the gun.
So she was highly offended at your inquiry about her asking you, if things were to move along, would you get me this gun?
Yes.
To which I explained to you, my take on it was that she was more or less looking at what your intention would be.
Correct. And I even went back and listened to it to be sure that I didn't, because I didn't think that I said anything like, oh, she's just a gold digging bitch or anything like that.
Didn't say a word like that. You just said, what does this mean?
Yeah, I was like, should I worry about this? So it's really my question.
Sure.
Well, she, of course, took it completely the wrong way and threw me overboard because of it.
Right. So she more or less interpreted your inquisitiveness.
Yes.
As calling her a gold digging bitch.
Pretty much, yes.
Which that is so far from the truth.
I know. I fully know. But as was the case a couple weeks ago, I get the texting that starts on Sunday morning, last Sunday, going on and on about, you know what, I basically can't see you no more.
Right.
And I copied a piece of it and I sent it to you.
Okay.
And I guess that frames us up right to the email conversation.
All right. Well, she says,
yes.
She says, I don't appreciate that you would call me a gold digger on your radio show. I did nothing to deserve that.
I didn't. As I told you, I was creating commentary and asking the question based on your question toward me about the gun.
Fair enough. That's exactly what happened.
Right.
So she says, and I can almost hear it in her voice, say what you want, but I noticed how you didn't talk about what I actually did for you to thank you for a fun afternoon. Now, I got to take exception to that.
Okay.
If you came out last week, just hours after you were out with this girl and said, oh, by the way, she blew me.
Yeah.
Don't you think that would just go over the top, but yet she's saying, I noticed you didn't mention that?
I was a little thrown by that myself because I just thought, yeah, I kind of hint at it last week? Yeah, a little bit, but I didn't come out and say it.
You didn't say anything. You were just sort of protecting the whole dignity of it all, and regardless, and now she's mad that you didn't say anything about that?
Yeah, and I go back to what I said before. I sort of liked this one, and I wasn't trying to cause any problem with it, but I'm not going to not be who I am either.
Right.
I'm not going to go back to not doing the show or half doing the show because of some chick. I'm just not going to do that.
Right. So she continues, I'm very disappointed with you. I can feel the shame coming over you right now. Because you seem like a nice guy in person, but a hateful dick in public. I know you warned me about your show, but you really are a fake.
And I said, a fake? Because I got into dialogue about wondering if a girl I've been out with 2 times is looking for my wallet instead of me because she wants me to spend $600 on a fucking gun. Maybe it's you that should look and see what impression you are giving off.
Right. And that's fair enough.
I think so too.
I don't need this kind of shit, and I don't want to be a part of your public charade. I'm done with you.
Okay, then. Good luck in the future, then. I was honest about what I do. I did warn you.
And she said, I shouldn't need to be warned about a person I'm seeing. You should leave your life off the show.
And I said, no, you shouldn't listen you should listen when you're spoken to and informed of what someone does, and either accept it or not waste theirs or your time.
Oh, so now I'm a waste of time? Fuck you, Chris.
To which I responded, no, you weren't a total waste of time. I did get my dick sucked, and sucked very well, I might add. You served your purpose. A little pricey for head, but I'll take that, I guess.
Wow, fuck off, you idiot.
And then I ended with, have a nice day, sweetie.
And there it ends.
And there it ends.
Wow. Well,
I haven't heard from her since, surprisingly.
What a surprise. Well, there you go. I would say that, and I listened back to that segment on the Spreaker, by the way.
Uh-huh.
That was the tamest part of that whole conversation.
That was the tamest part of the whole night.
But yet, for some reason, because it was, specifically about her, it became a real problem.
Yeah. And I've talked to some of my female friends this week, and I certainly understand that this is going to be an ongoing problem. This is not going to be I'm going to go through a lot of these that are going to happen this way, I think.
Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. It's shit like this. You constantly have to walk on eggshells with chicks. And I'll tell you one thing. I mean, goddamn, this has turned into relationship talk almost every fucking week. But you just have to walk on eggshells. You can't be honest with the girl. They say they want honesty, but they don't. Seriously.
Well, there's a lot of love for you in the chat room there, MOL. Hang up. He sounds
but his
tired.
son's Jim, so fuck him. He can go put on his goddamn Nostradamus fucking suit and whatever the fuck he does for fun. But no, seriously. But this shit, it's this stupid shit dude, what do you expect? Second date in, she was fucking slobbing your knob. I mean, does she think she's goddamn girlfriend material?
Well, that's where she was going with that MOL.
Yeah, but then she went and then she says, and then what did she use to describe what she did for you?
Yeah.
Because she blew you like she was like, okay, I'm doing this for something instead of doing this out of enjoyment because I like you, I want to fucking blow you. No, it was a manipulation tool.
Well, it was a way of, this is my contribution.
Hey,
That's a good contribution. I'll give her
fuck
that.
Yourself.
She contributed something. I contributed something at the end of it. It was good.
Exactly. Dude, but seriously, I don't fuck around with girls from the internet, anything you meet from a dating site, because they all want one thing. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a hookup date, or if they say they just want fun. They all want They don't want your dick. They want like a relationship. Seriously, they want a fucking relationship, and it sucks. It sucks, but it's true. And please tell me I'm wrong. Please tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong, MOL. It was
Exactly.
it was explained to me by somebody that I take their word for, that there is no such thing as friends with benefits.
Exactly. Every time I've had like probably several online relationships since I found this lovely thing called the internet. And you know what? Every fucking one of them ended up bad, with the chick wanting to kill me. Seriously. In one case, I almost filed a fucking restraining order, and you think I'm lying. I am not. I am totally serious. Like, that's how bad shit can get. Like, I mean, I don't know if any of you have any experience with girls going full-on bunny boiler with you, but
Oh, what?
it can be scary.
Wait a minute.
Bunny
What was
boiler.
that? Hey. Going full on what?
Bunny boiler.
What the hell is that?
You haven't watched, like, what was that movie with Glenn Close? And
Oh, yeah. She's talking
Yeah.
about Fatal Attraction.
Right.
yeah,
Okay,
Fatal
yeah.
Attractions.
Okay.
Like,
All right,
shit
I'm
gets
with you
crazy.
now. I just didn't know the term.
All right, here's what you do. You go to a bar, you pick up a girl, clothes except drunk, and you fuck. That's what we have to do. I mean, it's cool to find, like, and I'll use, like, I have chick friends that I've gained off the internet that I can fucking just sit and talk to all night. But that's all they are. They're going to be friends. I mean, seriously, because anything more than that, it's just going to blow up in your face no matter what the fuck you do. And especially with what you do, Chris. You do this show. I mean, they're going to say, oh, I can take it. This is awesome. But the minute, and they want honesty, but the minute, and in order to like your show, they have to know what you do.
Right.
And what you do is you don't mince words. You don't, you throw that shit out there. And when they say they're okay with that, but they're not. Seriously. They're fucking not.
I still go back to the simple fact that I know last week the part that she was offended by was one of the very least offensive things I've ever done on the show.
Of course, though. And you had to look at it. She might have been, looking for a reason to be pissed, Because
Maybe.
chicks will do that. And it's so fucking... And some girls will just look for confrontation. And when it's like that, it's like, hit the bricks, bitch, Like, seriously. Like, it's... You had your fun. It could have turned into, as Neeley said, maybe there isn't such a thing as friends with benefits. But, hey, at least you got your dick sucked out of it, and you don't have to buy her a $600 gun.
Wow.
Well, there is that.
Exactly. Well, okay, because I am just eating shit in the chat room for calling in, so I'm just going to say hail and kill, fuck you, pal, and hand job. And I'm going to go back in there swinging. All right. Take it easy. Hit it like a champ.
Look at Angel of Death. Looking for a reason to be pissed usually comes later in the relationship.
I don't know. Angel of Death in there also said, I will say again, there is definitely friends with benefits. To which I said, want to prove it?
Right.
I'm in. I'm in with her. Holy
Sure.
cow. I will be her friend with
Well,
benefits.
let me do a little throwback for you here, Mr. Aiken.
Okay.
Well, I think you and I are kind of imbibing in the adult beverages.
All right, I'll say it since you won't. We're both kind of fucked up.
You know what? I am having a really good time here on the Classic Metal Show tonight.
Why not? You're 2 bottles of wine deep. Of course you're having a good time.
Well, I'm watching that chat room, and I'm very thrilled with everybody in that chat room tonight. Everybody's having a good time.
You know why it's been a good chat room?
Why is that?
No bitches in here.
Well, there's no chicks in there tonight. You know what? One of my favorite movies, documentaries/movies, is The Decline of Western Civilization. And one of the things that the guys from that band, Seduce, said, they were quoting Paul Stanley. They were saying, if you're going to be successful, you got to get rid of your chicks.
That's true.
And that's sad too that you had that. I don't know. I know you're a married guy. You've been married how long? 18 years.
18 years.
Holy shit! And
but I don't let her ass in here when I'm doing the classic metal show.
Yeah. Well, anyway, chicks really do hold you back, don't they?
Oh, they can.
They can.
You know what, dude? I say this all the time, and it's never truer than when it comes up next to somebody that doesn't do this. If you don't lay the groundwork early and say, look, this is how it is, and that's fucking it, then you lose.
Right.
Once you give it up one time, once you give up anything one time, I love my friends that, like, and I'm going to stop here and say, I'm not necessarily saying to do this. I'm just saying that, you'll see with the analogy. I have so many married friends that I used to smoke a lot of pot with.
Okay.
And they met their chick and they stopped smoking pot because their chick wanted them to stop.
Right.
And then after like a year or two, they wanted to start smoking pot again.
Okay.
And instantly it was like, I'll fucking divorce you. I'll take half your goddamn money. You'll work from Monday till Wednesday at noon because you're smoking pot.
Right.
What are you doing? You should have said from the beginning, hit the fucking street.
I like Kurgan's comment in the chat room. They can ruin everything.
And do. The only thing they don't ruin is sex.
Well, don't get me wrong, girls. I love women more than life itself. But when it comes to the getting into being issue-oriented, then I've had enough.
You know what's the best woman?
Who's that?
A woman that's cut off from the belly button up.
Like I said, I love women with a passion, but when it starts becoming an issue, then I've had enough.
Just give me the vag and enough blood in the legs to make it feel moist. That's what I'm saying.
Do you recall that, Chris?
Boy, that made my back hurt.